saying that she love me. Over my heart, I'll box. I'll be a jackass at your back door with Johnny Knox. Little nigga, when I leave the ops block, you hearing crickets. Fuck a ticket if I catch him jaywalking, leave him limping. I ain't slipping, but I'm knotting off some shit, seeing visions.
Bitch, we want the pace, stacking up these bricks, feeling.
Next topic.
For sure.
Yep.
So what y'all think about them trying to cancel Dave Chappelle?
They can eat a dick. Now they can eat AD.
Careful, they might.
Well, first of all, how y'all feel about the
I don't care for the fact. I don't care for the fact Wanda Sykes has joined in with these motherfuckers to do to whatever that walkout was, whatever the fuck they was doing in response to the Dave. Yeah, like Wanda, you a comedian. What the fuck? You should be on the comedian side. Like you trash. You just got gay. Like
to your question,
openly gay. Like the last one.
Your question, it was all right.
Yeah. What did you think about the special?
I loved it.
You loved it?
What did he say that was so offensive though?
That's the part where I'm at.
He didn't say
I'm in the middle
nothing.
between both of y'all. Like
he didn't say.
I didn't find it too funny because
he said way more other offensive shit to a lot of other people and things than just the LGBT.
He literally declared he wasn't gonna say no more crazy shit
this
about
was the closer. This was gonna be.
But he didn't say nothing ridiculous like that. Wasn't true. I don't think.
How he described how they look and basically trying to make fun of like they look mannish no matter what. But that's just
some of them.
That's a personal opinion.
Some of them do though.
I mean, a lot of them do. They're men. Like
I was gonna say, what else is a man supposed to look like?
They are pretty much dude-ish.
Yeah. So it was like, other than that, like the special to me, I seen it. I enjoyed it a little bit, but it was tiresome to hear him keep talking about the same shit. Like, he just got done doing a special about trans, and he brought that shit right back. Like, we've been going through a lot of shit that he could have brought up. He talked about Corona for like 5 minutes and kept it going, and most of the show was about trans.
He had already talked about Corona and shit too, though, in the last special.
What, on that one special he did for like 15 minutes?
The special before this one, they was talking about coronavirus and shit.
He talked about George Floyd in one of them, and then I don't remember him talking about Corona. And
he had a funny ass joke with the Corona, and he didn't sit there and he didn't sit there and go in on transgenders.
That's all he talked about really in that.
That was pretty much like it was like one of the main focuses. But he didn't just all go in on them. He was intermingling some shit with it. You feel me?
And he talked about his friend.
That's what I'm saying.
He talked about told the story of his friend and
also
shit.
Was a trans.
But see,
that was the main.
Yes,
theme of
because these motherfuckers
Which he could have made that. Well, I don't know if she had passed by that time, but
she had passed. He talked about how them motherfuckers trying to cancel J.K. Rowling because she said
another topic dealing with trans.
Because
they all aligned with trans.
Because they keep doing it.
Addressing it.
Yes.
This was the whole point of
the
closer.
Like,
but I'm saying
this is the closer. I'm addressing you niggas because you niggas
never gonna address
and that's gonna be it because y'all don't understand me. Y'all just keep doing this dumb shit like what they doing with the Netflix or what we're walking out. Why? Just don't fucking watch it.
I just feel like he was in his feelings still about the.
You don't got the right to be when they literally criticizing you just for free speech and you not even. It's not hate speech.
I mean, to each his own. He can talk about whatever he wants to. It was just getting boring to me.
I feel redundant.
Yeah, it's so many topics that was going on.
That's the purpose. That's how he feel. That's why he like this is over. Like these motherfuckers keep talking about it. These motherfuckers shamed his transgender friend comedian so bad she committed suicide. Like these motherfuckers are relentless.
They are, but it was like okay.
And that was that whole.
He couldn't say all that like with one like little 10, 15 minutes part of it.
He said,
did it have to be the whole?
He had 4 or 5 different jokes. They intermingled with that because that was the topic of the night.
Why?
I think he was missing the point of the whole show.
Who?
You.
I was.
I feel like.
It's a lot of people who say that he was talking about the trans shit.
Because that was the point of it.
But I'm saying,
like
I didn't,
literally,
and that's what was not funny to me.
It wasn't supposed to be funny. That's like his last 3 fucking shows wasn't comedy shows.
That Sticks
they
and
open,
Stones
they like
was
open,
funny.
they like open sessions. He say some funny shit. It was some funny shit said in this one.
Well, I didn't know his comedy specials wasn't supposed to be funny.
I mean, like I said, the last couple specials weren't comedy specials to me. I think he was just trying to.
But he got a contract to have these comedy specials on Netflix.
I don't even. I mean, I guess if that's what you want to call him and shit.
That's
he
what
a
he
comedian.
got paid for. He said this will be my last comedy special.
He get paid to show up, but it don't always have to be about comedy. Is all I'm saying. Not that it shouldn't be. I ain't saying it all shouldn't be funny as hell, but I'm just saying I'm just looking at his patterns as far as what he done his last few shows. Because all his other shows used to be comedy. Right. Like a motherfucker, funny as shit. Yeah. And I noticed, you're not worrying about being that funny. You're trying to get points across. You're trying to deliver messages. That's what it's for.
Well, in that process, I mean, you might gain some fans, but you might lose some. Because
people respect it, though.
I didn't say I disrespect it. I just said that I felt like, oh, man, I want to sit down and listen to something funny. And I got, another lesson of what he's been going through. And it's like, okay, are you good now? Like, because now, if he does make another special, not even on Netflix, what will he talk about now?
He talk about whatever same shit he used to always talk about white people.
And I can't wait to hear that. I'm always down here.
He might get back to being funny again if you want to.
Yeah,
that nigga has been funny.
No, I'm just saying.
Granted,
that be his priority.
Granted, as he get older, you can tell it is more. He do deliver or try to deliver more messages, definitely. But like the nigga is funny.
Woke comedy, in a sense. So
that's pretty much what it come down to. Mm-hmm. It's like Chris Rock, but Chris Rock still did with the intention to be funny as hell.
Yeah. Like so that one he did in Ohio, that 777. That was deliberately supposed to be on some woke shit. Like
that's what they all been the last.
But his stand-up specials.
Talking about the ones he done years and years ago.
No, the one that's on Netflix.
The Netflix ones.
He ain't got no new ones.
He has 3 of them.
I mean, I'm just saying them the 3 that all go on the same lines is all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. His most recent shit was that.
So yeah, but that is still considered a stand-up special.
I understand.
And if your topics is all to this, after a while, it's like okay.
I mean, it's just pretty. I look at it as him just using this platform to get his, his message out there about some shit or bring awareness to some shit because he can.
I'm cool with that, but he could have used it for other, not saying to gloss over that. I'm just saying I would love to hear his opinion on other shit as well.
I feel you.
But yeah, that's about it. But on to them, I mean, we're not trends for us to decide what is offensive. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing about it. Like, we can say it don't sound that bad, but, saying nigger to white people, they don't feel that pain. You know what I'm saying? If we call them nigger, but to us, we are offended. So I just feel like we can't really decide unless you are a part of the trans community what is offensive. But, I mean, what they do to try to cancel a person is, I mean, like they said, we should probably take some lessons from them because they be trying to get rid of a motherfucker real fast and they be damn near productive doing that shit. They kind of lost this one, but other people, we get them the fuck out of here.
That shit is trash. All of it. All right. I hear you. And, but I really, it's like, fuck all that.
That is some nigga shit. I'm just glad she didn't say gang gang.
That ain't this.
Okay.
There you go.
Free promo.
These motherfuckers, it's too fucking sensitive, bro. You can't say fucking nothing.
Shut the fuck up. I know you're not talking about women.
No.
See? You see how offended she got?
Don't do that.
What you just said was offensive.
But that's also true. At least you know this. That's why it triggered you, because you know this already.
It's always considered offensive
to y'all.
But
we were talking about
the really offensive. It's just,
y'all ain't used to nobody. Y'all don't want nobody to tell you anything. It's okay.
We talking about women or trans now.
Nobody wants anybody to tell them nothing. Apparently,
facts.
Oh yeah, he got a point.
Nobody can be corrected. Everybody's perfect today. Like, you can't tell nobody when they mess up. You can't point out no flaws, no imperfections. You can't even tell motherfuckers, hey, you should
nobody
work
likes
harder to do better.
Nobody wants to
because
hear
you can. Like, you know you could do better,
wrong.
right? You know that you haven't reached the pinnacle of yourself. You could do a little better. Why you telling me I could be better? I ain't good enough. You're perfect. You're perfect. You're perfectly fine. You're perfectly fine if that's just where you want to be. It's no harm against it.
Well,
You
is
shoulda
somebody else
never
here?
Attended yourself.
All right. No, it's just too fucking sensitive. You can't say nothing.
Tell somebody they too sensitive.
See,
can't say nothing, though.
You can't tell people like, "Oh, you being a little extra sensitive and shit."
Yeah, you should be able to do that.
Why?
And then you can't respond
Because
to nothing. or you
everything
being
don't be
sensitive.
everything don't be all that. Like
People don't have no backbone no more, dog. Motherfuckers just be real. Like I said, sensitive. Everybody want to.
Well, it's
You
a sensitive
always,
culture.
you're negative. I'm like, look at the fuck up.
mean, we
You know
kinda-
how fucked up the world is, and people want to pretend that it's not, and then they want to point fingers at everybody and be like, "You bad." I'm like, bitch, everything around this shit is fucked up most of the
This
time.
extra sensitive culture is also helping us out as well as people are starting to finally.
To do it.
I mean, people are
No.
finally, what?
Wait, hold on, let him finish because I'm trying to see
People
what
are all around the world are starting to be more conscious about the black plight and how we've been having problems and all that. We haven't. It's been you haven't seen that like black power this, black power that. Like you haven't.
Wait, last year?
I mean, if you want to put a year on
The
it,
last time you heard about Black Lives Matter? Last year.
okay, last year. But I mean,
Nobody
because this
talking
year is
about
the Asians.
Nobody talking about that shit.
It's the Asians this year.
Oh man,
Next
We
year
must
is-
had it
next
real
year is the
rough last
Hispanics.
400 years
I mean,
in America.
yeah,
That's why they own 80% of the motherfuckers and shit, huh? Okay.
I'm just saying, man, the
No
sensitivity
offense,
that
I'm
people
good with
have
the
been
Asians.
showing is, I mean, it helps us out as well. Like people,
No,
it's
it-
just
no,
you
it
have to be
don't.
more conscious of other people.
No, because then
Not
they want to
really.
separate that. They don't even want to just be black no more with it. They want to be trans black. Like they,
Oh, I don't know about that.
it's like a whole different dynamic. Like I'm saying, like it just want to keep separating shit. Just leave
I
it.
ain't never heard that one.
You ain't
We
never
not
seen-
black. We trans black.
You ain't never seen like like the Black Lives Matter, like you said. It was trans Black Lives Matter. Like
Bro, they
it gotta separate it. And it's like they've been oppressed. They have not been oppressed, man. They just got picked on growing up. Nobody fucking understood them growing up. That was it.
Well,
It's other people that go through that shit too.
Because there wasn't representation of them in media and all this other shit, so they feel like
Yeah, because it's not what the Bible had said. Like that's what everybody was going off of in the fucking beginning. It was just going off the Bible, right? That's the most sold book of all fucking time. Clearly, that's what everybody was going off of.
it kind of helps keep some order and shit a little bit when you like, cause not just think about it. Think about how many trans dudes
you learn
that
in
really
science-
look like women, and dog, just think about it.
You
Like,
learn. Remember in science, you literally learn that men got this many chromosomes
anatomy and all that.
and women got this many this whatever numbers, the XY and the XX. So scientifically, you're being taught one thing. Religiously, you're being taught one thing. Why would you see a representation of anything else other than that on
Because
TV
this
and in
is the
media?
world we live in today.
So
they
now
deserve to be represented
So now
as
do the
well.
science teacher teach them and tell them, you're a male, but you can be a woman? Is that what the fuck
know-
is happening now?
I have a friend whose daughter goes to school and they ask you, "What do you want to be labeled as?"
What the
They,
fuck do you mean?
He, she, like they ask you that.
Yes, what you want to be labeled as?
Yes, that's the word. What pronouns you want to be known as? That's the thing.
it's the new thing.
We want to know if you feel more that you're a woman and your name is Tommy. Well, now you're Tammy, and we have to respect that.
My kid's gonna get canceled.
Wait till it start affecting people money though. That's what you like, and I ain't talking about just people getting canceled. Wait till people stop being able to properly compete in certain shit because it's disadvantageous for them, the others.
Nah, that's another thing. They gotta have their own sport.
You mean they own league?
Yeah,
Oh,
like they
It's
own
gonna
league.
have to.
It gotta be
Unless-
a trans
unless it's
sport
not-
league, and they gotta have basketball and wrestling and
Oh, you
MMA.
gonna get us
baseball.
canceled.
How so, man?
That's so offensive and disrespectful.
Dawg, listen, no, it's not because listen.
we don't feel offended, but someone does out there. That
Listen,
may be listening to us.
why would they feel offended? I'm saying they need their
It's
own
like
league.
saying they need their own bathrooms, like
They do.
and water fountains.
I mean, they
mean-
don't.
Are you
If-
guys racist?
No.
We're
Are you
generous.
You're transphobic.
If anything, it would be
Transphobic?
genderous or transgenderous.
You're transphobic.
But no, what I'm saying is this: like
There are
Dave,
people
like
too.
Dave Chappelle said, I would be more freaked out seeing
A
a woman sit what?
He said,
Which
that
one was it?
He felt more comfortable with a woman coming in the room that used to be a boy than a boy now is a woman coming into the bathroom.
Yeah. Like, if anything, I don't, because I'm just like, okay,
Like,
whatever.
if you want to be a girl and you walk into a girl's bathroom, they should be more scared than a woman that was a woman and now is a boy. So if a boy walk in the girl's bathroom and they like, hey, what are you doing? Oh no, I got a pussy. They're like, oh, okay. Like, they will feel more comfortable.
You know,
like that.
so as far as the bathroom, it's like, man, whatever. I didn't seen bitches in the men's bathroom before, so what would be the difference? But as far as sports, you can't have LeBron James label himself as a fucking woman.
Yes, he
and he
can.
go play in the WNBA.
Why not?
And that be allowed.
That's
allowed.
That's discrimination and bias.
I mean, that's what they say, but
transgenderism.
they're not doing that.
I know because
they're not doing
gonna
that.
draw the line where they want it.
You can't have a man that a professional baseball player, he turned to a woman. Your microphone and shit too close to the damn shit. Yeah, the professional fucking baseball nigga, and then he turned into a girl, and then he go play softball.
So now you trying to say women?
He gonna be
women
he's
can't
physically
compete. You
no
said women
men
can't compete.
no
with men.
Men physically compete harder than women.
What? That's not true.
Yes, it is. Now there are women that are sweeter in certain sports. If you put a male versus a female of any respectful sport, the male will more times win that, right or wrong. I'm not trying to just.
I would agree.
I'm just not trying to say can't no woman beat no man.
yeah.
They can beat a man. I'm not saying that. They're they'll catch a slipping because of the way we're built.
You don't have to explain it to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is for conversation's sake.
What the fuck? You can't have no like they got that. They got it's a transgender wrestler. She used to be a man. She be wrestling with the women. I don't know
Did
how
she
I
get the
feel
title
about
or some
that.
shit?
I don't know.
I think she got the gold or some shit.
It's MMA like that. Like you cannot have that, man.
I mean, but that's what they're fighting for. That's equality.
That's
Is it not?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's unfair, but it's equal, right?
Yeah, because you naturally
It's
you
equal.
naturally
What you think? Hold
you
on.
naturally can't have men compete
You gonna
in
put it
that
down?
sport already.
You still here?
I'm here.
You going?
I'm doing research. The fuck?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
That nigga texting, he lying.
I'm not
He
lying.
These hoes be doing research. Research.
Go ahead, ask the question.
Oh, I thought you heard the question. And you
I
was
mean, I
doing
know what we're
research.
talking about, but I would like to answer your question.
Well, answer it.
I agree.
You in trouble, bitch. He wasn't paying
he
attention
tried to do
because he's
like
over there
this so I
texting.
couldn't see it. I'm
Yeah,
like, come
because he
on,
over there
bro.
texting.
I ain't mad at you for texting, but come on, you couldn't multitask.
I was
can't.
multitasking because
No,
we.
you wasn't. You was
I was
doing
ready
that.
to get to the next topic because we're saying the same stuff that we've been saying that we all agree with. We all know it's a damn shame that these women / turn wannabe boys are trying to work.
I specifically asked you a question. I said, do you think it's equal? Do you think that is equality?
Mm-hmm.
For them for all people for all of it to be commingled to where anybody can play and compete in any way. Period.
Because of what
but I
we
believe
labeling.
they think it.
Oh, you don't think it's equal?
No.
Okay. You don't think that's showing exercising equality? Because
I believe that they feel like that's showing equality if they was able to participate in the sports that they would like to participate. But I don't think that's equal.
But why do you think it wouldn't? That's not equal.
Because men are physically stronger than women, and so it's going to be at a disadvantage for them to play in the same sport as women do.
But what if women believe?
Which is
they
why
should
it's
be able to?
separated now.
My thing is, what if women
That's
believe
why I
they
said
should be
they
able to?
believe that.
Should
It's
they,
certain
should they be
sports out
allowed
there,
to?
like tennis. I think tennis,
do y'all
men and
think-
women compete against each other.
No,
They don't.
only like in like
men kick their ass most of the time.
yeah, it's just like on some.
Whatever. I mean, that's the only sport.
It's not a.
In golf, women tee off.
It's more like exhibition games that they playing. They're not really playing.
Like it's like three different things, right? It's like when you go on a golf course. The women will tee off from here because it's closer to the hole, and then it's like a men's one. Then it's like a pro one. So it's always been separated. So then like a male who now a woman golfer, he's supposed to start golfing from that now because he labels now he identifies as a woman.
I don't know.
He's
how
still
they-
physically.
I don't know how they're going to.
His innards is still a fucking man. He's still physically
No matter
inside
if you take
a
all
man.
the hormones or whatever you do to suppress your your estrogen and all the other shit that you
The
got
way
in your
God
body.
and science has told us, you physically are just like this. You can't compete. You can't get rid of that. I don't think, right? They got a pill for that.
to lower your
I know about the testosterone and the estrogen shit.
See, the reason I'm asking about the equality thing, because this ain't like the first time it's been a big thing on people trying to get equality or equal rights or opportunity or none of that shit.
I feel like it's a way. It's a way. I don't agree with this one. They got to figure it out.
Well, like I was saying,
It's got to be a way though.
you know, because women, you know, they fought for equal rights too and shit, and they pretty much got them too. But it was like, well, y'all got all
Took a
these
while.
equal rights and opportunities and shit, but y'all kind of like, I ain't gonna say they didn't take full advantage because they took full advantage of the shit. But it's like y'all only half-ass did it.
well, the thing
Like,
that
y'all
they're
didn't-
fighting for are these are private-owned businesses, so they can do the rules how they want to. So we're not saying you can't play the game of football, you can't play the game of basketball, but in our league, we want men who've been men since the day of being, since they were a child, not switching over and now you
Son, do you know the lawsuits that
what
come with
lawsuits
that?
can you have?
Because they got
This
they
is a
actually put-
privately owned
look,
business.
They've been
I don't
actually,
have to
because
picture my business if I don't want to.
they fighting to get legislation that says you can't do that.
They can make their own league. We're not. You just. This
They
is our
don't want
league.
to. They want a piece of yours.
You can't.
It's
privately,
privately owned.
Like, you can't tell me you want this. Just because you want it.
Look, women got that shit. You don't think the letter community gonna get it?
No.
What they own
but
league?
you do know that's what
can
they
get
fighting
They
for.
can get their own league,
I get
like
it,
the
yeah.
women did. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
Give 'em-
that,
give
that
'em
might
their own league.
and that may be the result.
That's what I
of
said.
that shit. But
that's what I said.
I
The
feel like
the
they trying to
TBA.
kick the doors down and some
They can
shit.
try
Like,
all they want to. And it's going to have to take somebody like real sweet that can break the door, just like it took a black person to be real sweet in sport where they're like, damn, we might need to let these niggas play.
it was different though, because at least you was playing against men on men and
Hey,
women
look.
on. Now it's like we don't know who the fuck playing now. It's like,
fucking
oh
mystery.
shit.
Yeah, that's fucked up. But it is like, it is what it is.
I want them to be able to play sports. Just don't know how they should go about it. They should just go with their natural birthright and just perform and look like the opposite sex while they performing.
Because look, even if
You
they
know?
had their own league, right, and it was a dude who became a woman and a woman who became a dude, it's like, well, do the regular dudes, like, do regular people get to play in their league? I guess not.
if they
I guess you
allow
would.
us.
I guess. See, but then
Well, they would have to,
Then it's like we get to.
It's
because
not enough
somebody,
of them.
because somebody will push an issue.
It's not enough of them.
We want to
They
be
might have
accepted
enough-
in this, like just to fuck with them at that point. Like,
They might have enough money to keep
People
this
ain't
shit
shit.
going because the gays have a lot of money, but I don't think they have enough people to make their own leagues. Like if they do, God bless them. You have a league where you can have just all trans women and men. I'd even watch that shit. Why not? But
Well, I was trying to ask, do you think the trans men and women would play each other, or would they have to have two separate leagues of that as well?
no, it'll be
A trans man and a trans woman league.
The
That's
new,
what I'm asking.
the new women play against the new women,
and the new men.
and the new men play against the new men.
this is horrible.
What, man? We just trying to navigate it the best way we can.
Well, it's not up to us. How about that? It wouldn't be up to us. We don't get to dictate how they would do their own shit.
Well,
Let
no, of course not. But we,
But I imagine
we
they would
definitely,
wanna-
we do get the right to dictate. No, you cannot be a new woman
Now that I think about it, since
trying
So
to
it has to
compete
be
with
fa- it has
trying
to
to
be
compete
fair.
with
since
women.
they think it's equal, they might do the crossovers where the men.
That's
who
my
were men and
thing.
women would be
That's
women.
what they.
Well,
that's they thing. and
They
shit.
can
think
do
they're
whatever.
equal, so
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
That's
That's
cool
what I
then.
was
Do
wondering.
whatever.
Like, well,
Yeah, they can make a league where it'd be the TNBA.
I don't think
whatever.
that'd be interesting to watch.
I definitely would.
I check it out. Like, let me
I
see what
would.
the fuck they doing over here, nigga. God damn.
I mean, that would be funny. I would love to. Not funny. That's fucked up. That would be something to watch. I would.
it'd
but,
be different.
Like,
yeah,
like nigga,
like a
the
circus act
Olympics
as
and shit.
pregame
Like,
or some shit.
it's women's sports and it's men's sports. So it's like, how does it? It's just too.
I mean, how about
it's
this?
Crazy. It's a crazy
the men
dynamic.
sports and all sports basically make the most money, and then women make the second amount. So maybe the women might have a fight now.
I think except soccer. I think them girls getting paid.
men's
They
soccer
might be-
is still more.
They get paid more than
Yeah, nigga.
well the big male players. I was
It's a
more
lot-
so
it's
talking
a
about
lot more
us,
male
just
players.
just
Soccer around
our
the world.
soccer team, like the
Soccer
women.
is one
our
of the
women
biggest sports
get
around the
paid more.
world. You think it's because of the women, not to be
No,
funny.
us. us.
In America?
Like, yep, as far as America, our girls
Oh, no,
are
yeah.
sweeter than our guys.
Yes, that's true.
And
for
I
America.
believe them bitches get paid more than our soccer niggas. Now, as far as the main, like a Mia Hamm versus a fucking Messi, I think Messi was getting broke off more money for sure.
But yeah, that's something totally different. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, maybe the women would now have be able to compete with the trans league.
Shout out to women's soccer.
Shout out to the trans league that we just created.
Yeah, we did that.
We did it. With no biases involved.
Commissioners.
Off top.
Stack the bread, then I toast a nigga, treat him like an eggo. Put a hole in a nigga head, he look like a bagel.
Bitch, why you capping with that strap, bitch, we take those. Smooth nigga, I ain't never met a bitch that say no. Bitch, if you got beef with my niggas, best to lay low. I'm molding with this chopper looking like playing with Play-Doh.